Hello, this is Kate from dailytarotgirl.com, and this is your weekly tarot card reading. And for this week's reading, I'm using the Universal Waite tarot deck. So I'm going to draw 3 cards, and my intention is just to do a general reading for the week ahead, and just to get kind of an overview or a snapshot of what kinds of energies and challenges and opportunities we can expect during this week. Okay, so let's start with the first card. This card represents Monday and Tuesday of the upcoming week. Okay, and we have 4 of Swords, and I apologize, there does seem to be a bit of glare happening behind me. Okay, so we've got the 4 of Swords. Now the 4 of Swords, I often see this card as being almost a meditative card. This is a card of rest. It's a card that really speaks to the importance of shutting out outside distractions so that you can let your mind rest, you can let your body rest, and just let your spirit rest. I feel like so many of us have been pushing ourselves for so long, and I especially think that this is relevant with how we engage with media. You know, most of us are online a lot. You know, we have phones that are constantly alerting us to things, and we're always on, we're always available. And this card is saying that we need to take a bit of a break. We need to be unavailable to others for a certain period of time so that we can recharge our batteries. So the beginning of the week is a good time to do this. And it doesn't matter, maybe if you're able to take a day or 2 off, that's good. Maybe this means just taking an hour or 2, or you just meditate, or you're just alone in nature, whatever it is that you need, but you definitely need a break. As we move into the middle of the week, Wednesday and Thursday, we have the Devil. And the Devil it's an interesting card because I feel like it asks us the question, what are we a slave to? What are we giving our power away to? And how are we giving away our freedom, basically? What is stopping us from being free? And this is going to be a little bit different for everyone. But I think this is a valuable question to ask yourself. What kinds of things in my life stop me from being free? And what kinds of things make me feel powerless? And the Devil really is about recognizing your own ability to free yourself and your own ability to take back your own power. This isn't about being a victim. It's not about reveling in victimhood or blaming others. It's recognizing, how you are not free. It's recognizing how you're limited, and also recognizing your own power in your ability to break free of that control and call back your own power and make positive changes in your life. I feel like there's more that I want to say on this card. A big thing that I get with the Devil is that he is about habits and patterns. And oftentimes we don't realize that our day-to-day habits and patterns, whether they're thinking patterns or thinking habits, or just things that we do every single day, sometimes we don't realize how those things have such a big effect on us, and we don't always question the things that we do every day, because we do them every day and they're just kind of like part of our day. And the Devil, I don't know if you've heard that expression, the devil's in the details. For some reason that popped into my head, but I feel like oftentimes it's what we don't see and what we're not aware of that actually is the biggest threat to our freedom and our well-being. It's not the obvious thing. It's not it's not what the obvious thing is. It's sometimes something that is so big and looming that we don't actually see it because it's such a big part of our lives. And yeah, so I think that that's a valuable road to go down, that road of inquiry, and asking yourself, you know, what am I not seeing? What, you know, what has an enormous amount of control and power and effect over my day-to-day life? Okay, end of the week, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we've got Page of Pentacles. And he is such a bright, sunny, optimistic character. I really like the Page of Pentacles. This is someone who is passionate and excited about learning and studying. I feel like this card often pops up as a way to urge you to take some kind of course, or perhaps get a particular book. It has to do with learning and expanding your knowledge base. And I feel like if you've been on the fence about taking a particular course, or if there's a book that's kind of interesting you, or pulling your interest, but you haven't sat down and read it yet, this card is good, good confirmation that you want to do that. So all the pages I think of as being young people and students, and they're just learning. And the Suit of Pentacles, this is the physical suit. It's about money, it's about health, it's about the physical aspect of life. So I feel like this page is learning about that aspect of life. This could be about learning how to manage your money better, could be learning about how to cook for yourself, you know, how to enjoy better health, how to exercise more efficiently. Yeah, there's all different things that this could allude to, but essentially this is about learning something new. Okay, so I'm just going to zoom out. I'm going to see if I can tie all these cards together. I just want to see if there's anything else that jumps out at me. It feels like this week is, it has the possibility to be a week of revelations and of like suddenly realizing things and reaching a greater level of awareness. And that can't be done unless you shut down for a little while. So unless you tune out outside distractions and, you know, be alone, be totally alone, you know, by yourself without all those things that distract you. So I recently, and I mentioned this in some of my videos, but I recently did kind of a media cleanse where I didn't go online, I didn't check email, I didn't watch Netflix, I didn't listen to podcasts, I didn't do any of that. And the reason I did that is because I was starting to notice that I was constantly distracting myself with things. As soon as I was a little bit bored, as soon as my mind started to wander, I distract myself by checking my email or watching a movie or something like that. And I thought, oh, I wonder what would happen if I stopped distracting myself. Like, what would happen? And so that's why I did that. And so that's kind of what this card is about. It's about removing the distractions, but also removing the things that pull you out of yourself and compete for your attention. And this is so that you can turn inward and see what happens. And it can be amazing what actually unfolds when you do that. And I think that when we do that, when we shut out distractions, we become aware of the negative patterns in our life that are affecting us and controlling us and making things just generally shitty for us. And we can't always see those patterns or become aware of them if we're always distracted and we're, you know, always having our attention pulled in different directions. And then the Page of Pentacles is what you do with that knowledge, that understanding, that new revelation. You know, what are you going to do with that? And of course, he is about further study. He's about studying something and learning more about something. Okay, so this has been your weekly tarot card reading. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this reading helpful. My name is Kate, and I'm from dailytarotgirl.com. It's a website about learning how to read tarot. And I just want to show you my kitty before I sign off because she's just so cute. She's sleeping right next to me here. Say hi, Marina. Look, she's opening one eye. Okay, so have a good week, and I'll see you next week.